Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, some very interesting news to share with you. Max Keiser, many of you know who he is. If you don't, he's an American broadcaster and filmmaker. He of course runs the Keiser Report on RT, so he talks about markets, investing, and finance and economies and so forth. Well, he tweeted the following today. Jim Rogers, like Peter Schiff, I told to buy Bitcoin at $1, $10, and $100. But the legendary investor, talking about Jim Rogers, never looked into it as evidenced by this silly, uninformed comment he just made. What is he talking about? Jim Rogers' recent comments that Bitcoin is going to get shut down by the government, go to zero, crypto is going to get shut down. And this is along the lines of the growing trend we've seen of these much older investors like your Warren Buffetts who are anti-tech, anti-crypto, right? Warren Buffett has done extremely well for himself, very successful, as well as Jim Rogers, right? Because as Max stated here, he's a legendary investor. But these guys have missed the boat on tech. And of course, something like Bitcoin and crypto, it's not something that resonates with them. And they've made their money in other markets and traditional finance. And they're not going to be for Bitcoin and crypto, but that's okay because there are many other billionaires and millionaires who get it, like Chamath Palihapitiya, Tim Draper. We've talked about Paul Tudor Jones. All of these guys who are not as old as Warren Buffett or Mr. Jim Rogers here, right? They get it. So I hope you see that dynamic, and I'm not an ageist. I'm not saying that every older investor of that caliber, of that age, is going to be anti-tech, but the majority of them are. Let's be realistic, right? So, but this is interesting. Max told them to invest at those prices. Imagine if they did, kind of like Chamath. We talked about it in yesterday's video. He bought 1 million Bitcoin, and if you were to price it at today's price of about $9,000, it equates to $9 billion. Talk about an investment, right? So this is interesting insight. Now, guys, I will be interviewing Max very soon. You may have seen me tweet about it today. So I'm going to ask him about this. How do those conversations go? You know, when did you tell him about this? And, you know, what are your thoughts overall? So I'll get you guys the inside scoop. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. So nevertheless, guys, very interesting. Now, he also said the following in conjunction. I don't know if this is true. He said, Jim also believes the governments should eliminate gravity. I don't know if that's true. He's just making a joke, but maybe it's a comment or that Jim made a while back or something. But nevertheless, these guys don't get it. And of course, we know Peter Schiff, Mr. Goldbug himself, constantly tweeting anti-Bitcoin sentiments, right? He's he's a major gold bug, and of course he doesn't want to see that money leave gold and go into a new digital gold, which is Bitcoin, and of course the cryptocurrency market. So he's anti Bitcoin. However, as I always say, guys, it's not so much what they say, but what they're doing. Smoke and mirrors. Remember that. You put out a narrative in the media and you do the opposite. That could be happening here with Jim Rogers, even Peter Schiff, but we don't know, right? So that's why you have to keep a close eye on this and see what they're doing. So it wouldn't surprise me if Jim Rogers actually had Bitcoin, but he's saying the opposite, right? Because he doesn't want the masses to get in at the low prices. He wants to get in at the low prices and then sell it back to them at a premium. Because he could later come back and say, oh, I was wrong, but he's selling it, right? That's the age-old game. Smart money and big money plays on dumb money. So I hope you guys get what's happening here, but I'll get you more details from Max. I got that interview being scheduled right now. So interesting stuff here. And on that note of big money getting into Bitcoin and crypto, Grayscale, oh my gosh, at this rate, Grayscale will own 3.4% of all Bitcoin by January. Grayscale Investments has added 19,879 Bitcoin to its Bitcoin trust in the last week, purchasing Bitcoin faster than the tokens can be mined. Wow, guys, they're doing some major accumulation, and you see their assets under management keeps growing. The amount of money, it's in the billions now. So according to a June 25th tweet from crypto analyst Kevin Rook, the investment firm bought 19,879 Bitcoin $184 million worth in the last week for its Bitcoin Trust, bringing its total number of coins to roughly 400,000 Bitcoin. Watch what the big money's doing, guys. That's a significant amount of Bitcoin, and that's why I hold Bitcoin in my portfolio. It's digital gold. It's a hedge against what the governments are doing, toxic capitalism, inflation, money printing, and so forth, right? That's not to say I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. I actually hold the majority of my portfolio. Number one is XRP, because I believe in the use case of XRP as a bridge asset. And I believe in Ethereum. It's my number 3 as a smart contract platform in the whole DeFi movement. So I diversify. I look for different use cases. I look at what cryptos solve what problems and add them to my portfolio. Now, will everything be a winner? Of course not. That is why you diversify, to reduce the risk in your portfolio. So Bitcoin is here to stay. It's here to stay. It's digital gold. It's store of value. I know there's XRP maximalists who don't like to hear that, but at the end of the day, XRP can exist and so can Bitcoin. They think you need to fight over silly, stupid stuff, and that's childish to me. So I hold Bitcoin and hold XRP. That's it, because I am a maximalist for making money. I don't care about your religion or your maximalism, right? I care about making money. I know many of you feel the same way also. Finally, guys, some adoption here. Australians can now pay for Bitcoin at the post office. Wow, talk about an on-ramp here at a post office, a government agency. Australians can deposit money for a local Bitcoin exchange at the post office. Very interesting setup here. According to a June 24th announcement, customers of local cryptocurrency exchange bitcoin.com.au will be able to pay for Bitcoin at more than 3,500 Australian post offices. Wow, guys. A couple of things here. Crypto is global, and the on-ramps, the gatekeepers are no longer there, where you have to go through this a stockbroker or this whatever institution. You just need a mobile phone, and there's tons of exchanges, and you can get into the market, guys. This is awesome. The firm's CEO, Holger Arians, explained that he believes the new payment option will make some people more comfortable with buying crypto. For many people, paying for Bitcoin at an Australian post office feels safer than transferring funds online. Absolutely right. That is why you're seeing these ATMs pop up around the country and globe. And I told you guys I'm going to interview the CEO of ErisX, which is going to have Bitcoin and crypto ATMs placed in 7-Eleven, Rite Aid, CVS, on-ramps, right? Remember, not everyone thinks like you and me, right? Not everyone is tech savvy. There's going to be a population, a segment of the population that's going to use ATMs. Some are going to use, go through Fidelity, and some are going to go buy it, like you and I, who are savvy, directly from the exchanges. We're going to look for the exchanges that have the lowest fees, and we're comfortable in using the Ledger Nano X and all that, right? You got to remember, not everybody is at the same age, the same thought process, but you build on-ramps for the different segments of the population, guys. This is so big, particularly for first-time buyers. We're proud of this partnership, and would like to thank Australian Post for their continued openness to new technologies. Guys, this is big. Imagine this happening here in the United States, and it could certainly happen because there's a lot of legislation, a lot of push for crypto regulations, guys. This is big across the country. And like they said, people are comfortable with the post office. They see it as a trusted institution. And if they're offering Bitcoin and crypto, it breaks down those walls of like, I don't know, I'm a skeptic of Bitcoin. I don't know. But if a trusted source that I've used for years, and I know that they offer this service and it's part of the government, and now they offer Bitcoin and crypto, wow, it opens up so much, right? It opens up people's understanding of what's happening. Guys, the future of this market is so bright. I hope you see all the puzzle pieces coming together here, and I'm so excited for the future of the market, and I'm glad I'm here getting in at the lows like many of you. So what do you guys think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you all later.